What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today we're going to talk about the root causes of stress. Now, I believe that the root causes of stress is a life without purpose, meaning, sometimes we may feel that our life has no purpose because we're stuck in a mundane job, and after the mundane job, we might have to go through the traffic rush hour, and then we might have to go take a little nap, eat dinner fast, and then we have to go to our another job, part-time job, just to make ends meet in our daily routine, just to provide for our family. Now, I don't bash on people doing that, but it's things that we must do. It's called responsibility. And I know we all wish that we can have a life where we can live our life our own way, and it's not entirely possible. And which is why I chose a life to become an entrepreneur and take risks, calculated risks actually. I do my homework, I do my due diligence, and I hope for the best and do my homework, and implement it into my life. And the main cause of our stress is actually embedded from our genetically inherited from our ancestors. I was watching this movie with my son, The Croods, and what's his name? Nicolas Cage. He was the father of the caveman family, and he was always just stopping them from trying anything. And little did he know that this human guy, well, that's his name, Guy. He was the guy. He was like that would bring him to evolution. And I believe that being an entrepreneur and having the evolution mindset is what can stop you and relieve you from having these stresses. Because when we're young, no matter what race you were or background you were raised from, our parents always told us to get a job. In order to get a job, you have to get good school from university or college. And sometimes you don't really know when you're young what um, you want to take, and not everybody is inclined to have money to invest on it from their parents or to even get scholarship. And that's sometimes it's a scary thing. I mean, I personally was scared to take you know $30,000, $50,000 investment on something that I don't even want to do. So I waited until I found what my passion is. I do remember one of my friends telling me that if you find what your passion is, and you put your effort into that 100%, then you won't have to work the rest of your life. Which is why I enjoy as a fitness professional, and I also enjoy an entrepreneur. With the network business that I have online. Now, I found my purpose in life, and that's one of the key things that you should do in order to achieve your goals. Here on Earth, because we don't know, why we're here on Earth sometimes, and we ask, and there's so many testings, and you know, and the testing is actually a testimony. If you don't have tests, you won't have a testimony. And once you start believing what your purpose in life is, and once you learn to love yourself, believe in yourself, for some reason, the universe accepts that, and fate starts to work, and things just starts to fall in place. Even when you fail, failure is actually an indicator of a spiritual change in your life. And that's when you start to, if you face it right, and you go and fight this wind like a buffalo, you will be able to become what you were intended to be. That's like one example. When I was a kid in Philippines, I always wanted to be like a WWF wrestler, the way they look, like Hulk Hogan, and especially the Ultimate Warrior. I draw them all the time, and growing up in the Philippines in the third world, it's hard. I mean, you don't really have food much there, and thank God my mom was able to send some money. She was abroad, and we were separated for a while, but We didn't have much food, and I was malnourished growing up as a kid. But when I came to Canada, before I came to Canada, I promised myself that I will have that physique when I grow up. And thank God, I was able to put it to work. I became an athlete in high school and started working out, and now I'm a fitness professional. And with that mindset of never losing your dream, from your heart. And that's what brings me up to the topic of, the mentality of an entrepreneur. The mentality and mindset of an entrepreneur, tends to chew more than what he can, but bites off more than he can chew. But he learns to chew it very quickly, inch by inch. And an employee mindset is someone who likes comfort. And when you're comfort, you tend to make a bed, or what I call excuses in life. And it's a dangerous thing because it goes side by side with stress. For example, like a baby crying because his tooth is aching, that's a sign that the baby's growing. And then after that, they're going to lose that baby teeth, and it's another painful experience. And you'll have your permanent teeth, in with the out, in with the new and out with the old, as they say. And it's about evolution. You gotta fight. You gotta fight every breath that you take. If you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will fight. Just like these guys in Walking Dead, whoever watches it, Daryl and Rick. They fight to the death, and they don't want to become a zombie. They don't want to become a worker zombie. They chose to fight against the evil that they face. Even if they die tomorrow, at least they die trying to live. I shared to you guys, like one time when my wife and I went to our journey in the Maritimes. It was awesome, and it was all driven. It was scary because I almost had a flat tire, and we didn't really have an itinerary. We only had itinerary for the place we had to go, so we had a set schedule of the times that we had to wake up and the times we had to go check into our hotel that we booked while we were driving or we were on our break. Now you can look at it as a crisis, but actually when you end up looking at it as an opportunity, you end up going to places that you don't even plan, because we're supposed to go to another place and then we end up going to another area, which we actually end up loving, and that's how life is sometimes. And I truly believe that if I didn't give myself a deadline, a timeline, I wouldn't be able to reach those places with my wife. Just like the saying of my Jewish old lady friend, 72-year-old, her name's Sandy. If you give a man a deadline, he will complete many work. It's true, because if you don't give anybody a deadline, they procrastinate. That's why I give myself deadline, to write this blog and write to make this video. I make it that I make one every day so that I can help and share the world my thoughts and to serve the people, right? Now, another thing that I want to talk about is that life is like playing poker. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Basically, you're playing against the world, and the world always bluffs. And he says to you that he has a higher card, but really you have a higher card, to be honest. And even if the higher hands that you're dealt with are just a pair or two pair, you fight with that. You fight with that card, because the worst thing that could happen is that you may lose, but then you're going to get dealt another card. But you fight, and sooner or later, you don't make excuses. You will achieve your dream, just like Martin Luther King. He was Martin Luther King Day today, and his legacy lives on because he went against who opposed him, against the world, against the people that was against his beliefs and principles, and now the people follow his legacy. He's remembered as a hero. And to myself, I try not to stress myself too much. I no one says that it's gonna be easy to live this life, but I'd rather fight, and miss the shot than not take that shot. Because if you don't take that shot, you will even more stress each and every day. So that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you weren't stressed too much when we sharing you this video, and we'll see you again in our next YouTube channel. All right, take care, guys. Oh, by the way, if you guys like this, please comment, subscribe on my blog, all that good jazz. Save me as a friend as well. All right, take care, guys. Bye for now.